Hi, this is Glenn, and today we are going to test a DC step-down back converter. If you purchase this online, it may come in a pair like this. So there are two pieces in an order, and each order costs around 220 pesos, which is equivalent to $3. You can split it into half by breaking it in the middle. The output can vary according to the configuration. So here there are some jumper in here. It starts with the 5 volt and it goes down. The voltage goes down as you go down. So if you want to use the 5 volt, for example, you're going to short that. And these holes here are for the input. This is for the negative and that's for the positive. And the output is on this side. So you're just going to fill this hole with lead so that you can attach a wire onto it. At the back, you can see that the default voltage output is around 1.25 volts. The big component that you're seeing in the middle, this one with the writing of 4R7, this is an inductor. They placed it there to keep the voltage smooth and stable. So now I'm going to attach wires to these holes, but before that, we're going to fill it with lead. So we can have something for our wires to hold on to. There are 4 holes in here, so let's just fill them up with lead first. Then now we can solder the wires. Now I'm using a little bit larger wires or big wires instead of small ones because I can't find a smaller wire. So it's kind of hard to attach these big wires into this tiny buck converter. But anyway, we're going to try our best to solder the wire. Now this is the jumper for 5 volts. I'm now filling it with lead to short it. And I have a long wave power supply here. This is a DC power supply and now I'm setting it to 12 volts. This will serve as our power supply to this small back converter. Now as you can see, I have already connected the positive and negative of the power supply to the in of this converter. Now I'm going to test the output. The multimeter is showing 2.74 volt, which means we are measuring the output at that voltage. Now it was supposed to output 5 volts because earlier we put a solder or we shorted the 5 volt solder pads in this board. Therefore the output should be 5 volt. But since it's not showing a 5 volt output, then I think this board is either faulty or it could have a factory defect. Anyway, I should be using that for this purpose to power up this biometric machine. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day everyone. Goodbye.